Hey everybody, this is Dead Winter Dead with another Battlefield 4 video for you. Today we're taking a look at a round of Rush on the new map Silk Road. Now, there's really nothing overly spectacular about my performance on this round. What I wanted to point out and just show you is the teamwork. How an excellent group of guys can get it done and get it done well. And consistently. This was a great round. I had a lot of fun. As you can see, we pushed right out the gate to that first MCOM. Push as hard as you can. Pushed up in force with being supported by armor. Get that MCOM set and guard it until it goes off. The same thing applied for the B MCOM. We had some teammates who rolled up on it. Got it set as soon as possible. That's the key to Rush. The thing about Rush that makes it, I guess, frustrating for a lot of players is the fact that it can easily turn into a stalemate. Now, if you have a bunch of players who are, who PTFO and who work hard and who try to get the objective completed, it doesn't happen a whole lot. But in a recent video that I just posted, I talked about KD and skill. If you are someone who really wants to pad your KD and really wants to try to, keep your KD really high, then Rush is not the game mode for you, because in order to be successful at Rush, individually and as a team, you got to push up on those objectives, and you have to not be afraid to take a bullet to the face or a tank round to the face or stuff like that. You have to push up. And in doing so, you're going to die. You're going to get killed a couple of times. That's just going to happen. That's the way it is. And the things that I think frustrate people the most about Rush is that when you're on the attacking team, sometimes you'll get into a group of players, and you'll have players who will just sit back, in the deployment zone as the attackers, and they'll just snipe. And sure, maybe they get a kill here, a kill there, a kill here, a kill there, and by the time they end the round, they've got 6 kills and 0 deaths because they didn't put themselves in any type of danger. Here I was making a mad dash for that base. I was trying to beat them to the base, and beat them to the MCOMs. A little bit foolhardy on my part, but hey, that's what you have to do. You have to make that mad rush. And as you'll see here, I try it again. I spawn into a tank and immediately jump out and try to get a foothold in this forward operating base so that we can make a move on these MCOMs. If you just stay outside the base and try to slug it out with the armor, especially on this map, you're not gonna get anywhere. So you have to get a foothold here. You have to be a good spawn point for your buddies so that you can get a force in the base, arm the MCOMs, and hold them down. Now here, as you can see, I ran past the MCOM. I wasn't going to sit there and try to arm that MCOM because I knew that there was someone else coming. So I ran past the MCOM, cleared out the guy that I saw on the minimap first before going for the objective. Now here, that was just a bad hiding spot on my part. So the MCOM gets diffused. But hey, I was in there trying to do the right thing, trying to get the MCOMs armed. That's the only way that you're going to win a game of Rush, is destroying the MCOMs, and the only way to do that is to get right up on them and physically attack them with your little soldier avatar. You have to arm the MCOMs physically. You can't do it remotely, really. Well, actually, excuse me, there's one way to do it remotely, and that is with the EOD bot, but that's a little bit harder to do. So I spawn back in and arm the MCOM again. Now here I go for a different tactic. I try to cover this lane right here, this little protected sandbag lane. So trying to lock this outside lane down. Realize that the enemy could flank behind us or around us and use these large sand blocks as cover to shoot down into our positions. And you have to be able to spread out as a team. And you have to be aware of where the enemy is, watching your minimap, and be aware of where they can come from and what the danger spots are. Now right there, even though I failed to actually kill those guys, I was an obstacle for them. They had to stop. That guy in the tower had to stop. He had to take his attention off of other people to take his attention from possibly covering his teammates so they could get to defuse the MCOM so that he could take me down. And so that life, sacrificing that life for that MCOM kill was absolutely worth it. That jet kill, I don't know, that guy must have gotten a lucky bomb drop right on my face, because that just came out of nowhere. I didn't even see or hear the jet until after it was all said and done. So that was kind of a funny little kill. But this is the way Rush is played. You have to be able to, I mean, the name of the game mode is Rush. You have to rush the enemy, keep them off balance, keep them rocked back on their heels, give them that initial bloody nose, make them try to recover from a really fierce attack, and just keep them on the defensive. You have to keep them on the defensive, and you have to keep pushing them back, come at them from different angles like a crazy, insane spider monkey. And that's the way you have to do it. Here in this instance, instead of rushing right up through the canyon, I decided to use this flanking route and go up around and above the MCOMs and try to drop down on top of them from the side. Now, I haven't played too much Rush on this map. In fact, this may only be like my second or third round playing on Silk Road, so I'm not too familiar with these little canyons and how they lay in Rush, and where you can flank and where you can't flank. I will say this, I am enjoying this DLC immensely. I really enjoy it. I mean, all the maps are beautiful, and I really do enjoy playing on them. But they really do seem, especially in the Rush game mode, they really seem to favor the defender. Now here in this particular instance, instead of going straight for the MCOM arm, like in the last set of MCOMs, I'm trying to clear the area out so that I can arm the MCOM safely, or at least cover so some of my teammates can arm the MCOM safely, and get it done that way. But you got to remember that when you're playing Rush, you can't. It's difficult for you to get inside a base and just camp somewhere, and just camp. And I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think a grenade actually set off my own claymore, which killed me in action, so that's kind of funny. Poetic justice there, since I use claymores a lot, to be killed by my own claymore. But anyway, guys, that was Rush on Silk Road. I'm gonna finish this out real quick. It was a great team. By no means was this just me. It was excellent teamwork. I think you'll see the scoreboard. I really wasn't near the top. I just did very average. But you have to know when to take those kills. You have to know when to rush. You got to keep the enemy off balance at all times. If you're a defender, you have to be prepared for that aggressive rush. And this was a great group of guys, a great group of teams, all random, all just pubbies. And I really enjoyed this match. Anyway, guys, my name's Dead Winter Dead. Thanks for watching.